On today's episode, I talk a little bit about the struggles that I've been going through the past couple weeks and what I plan on doing to fix it. I hope you enjoy it. What's up, losers? I am Luke, and this is Luke Loses. Now, remember, being a loser, that's a positive thing because we're losing the weight, we're losing the unhealthy lifestyle, and we're losing that negative image we have for ourselves. I have no fitness or nutrition education. Everything I talk about is from asking questions, searching the internet, and my own personal experiences. Please check out my website. It is www.lukelosespodcast.com, or you can call the loser line, which is 323-920-LUKE or 5853. Call that number. You can leave me a message, topic idea, tip, concern, whatever the case may be, and I will touch on it in a future episode. The music that you are hearing right now is by Jake Simmons and the Little Ghosts. Check them out. I will leave all their information in the description of this episode. So we're going to just jump right into today's episode. I'm talking about getting back to the basics. I've been messing up the past 2 weeks. I've been struggling a lot, and I want to talk about it and talk about what I think I can do for the future. So I think my downfall has been staying in the same weight area for so long. I've been fighting it. I've been getting really upset, and I know there's nothing I can do except for keep pushing forward and eating cleaner and exercising more, but it's just been pissing me off. I've been in the same 10-pound area since February 22nd, and it's just driving me crazy. I think to myself, if I'm doing this stuff, trying to put the work in, why am I still doing it if I'm not losing any of the weight? Now, I know plateaus happen, and it seems like every time I plateau, I quit. I stop trying. I've just been thinking about continuing, and I got off track, and I started to eat very unhealthy food. We had a cookout 2 weeks ago, and somebody brought cupcakes, and I've ate probably 13 of them in the 2 weeks. Now, I know 13 cupcakes in 2 weeks isn't bad, but it was in about 7 days because we're out of cupcakes now, but it's been about 2 weeks since. Even that isn't horrible, but for me, it is, because I will eat the cupcakes, and then I crave, and I eat some more, and I eat some more. This time around, with the past 2 weeks of every day I wake up, and I tell myself, today is the day that I'm going to eat clean. Today is the day that I get right back on that horse. I get right back on that road, and I go in the direction that I want to go in. The direction of a healthy life. The direction of a longer life. But it doesn't happen. I do good up until about 4 p.m. And after 4 p.m., I start to snack. And I'll snack on things that I won't add on my calorie counter. I haven't binged. I haven't overdid it that way yet. I haven't been so full and disgusted with myself. But I have overate. I have ate more than I needed. Now, when I say binge, that's a lot of calories at one time in one setting. To me, overeating is, I try to hit 2,500 calories a day. And I've been hitting about 3,000 calories a day. So I haven't binged. I haven't done that, but I have overate. Some days it's even more than that. I've had a major setback in this weight loss journey. When I did my weigh-in the other day, I was devastated. I was back up there, and I weighed myself a couple days before the weigh-in, and it was even higher. So I'm just glad it's going down. My anxiety has been really high lately. I had my first panic attack since I've been trying to lose the weight. I was in the grocery store, and one thing after another, little things were stressing me out, and I called it the perfect storm. I had my 2 youngest boys with me. I was trying to get groceries for the cookout. The cart that I was using was squeaking really loud, and that was driving me crazy. The kids even talked about how it was annoying, and I could see other people looking towards me, and I don't know what they were thinking, but in my mind they were thinking, come on guy, just fix your cart. And I know it's nothing I could do. I could switch carts, but I didn't. Tons of things were going on. The kids were putting stuff in the cart. My youngest saw a friend from school, so he was running around trying to see his friend. I didn't have service on my phone. I was trying to call my wife. My sister kept calling me, and I lost it. I had to sit down in an aisle, freak out. My wife said, just leave the cart. She'll come back tomorrow and buy what we need. And I didn't. And end of that. It was a horrible day. My stress level was through the roof. My anxiety was through the roof. Another thing I was stressed about, I went to the doctor and she noticed something going on in my throat, told me to have an ultrasound. I got that done. Luckily, everything's good. Nothing came back negative, but I didn't have the results yet, so that had me going. And I talked to some people about this, and they were like, just don't worry about it. Just that would fix it. And I'm like, yeah, no shit. You think I haven't tried to just not worry about it? And now my youngest tested positive for COVID, so I can't go to the gym. I can't go grocery shopping, stuff like that. They want us to quarantine at home. So that's what we've been doing. So that's driving me crazy, going stir crazy. Going back to the program I'm in, I haven't been going to meetings like I was. I was doing a Zoom meeting every day, sometimes multiple times a day. And I went a couple weeks without going to one. I haven't been messaging my sponsor my gratitude list, which is a list of 10 things that I'm, grateful for. I haven't been sending him my daily calorie intake, what I've been eating. So I started this podcast to keep me busy, keep me accountable. This was my thing. And in the beginning, I was on Google constantly. I was on Facebook constantly. I was on Reddit, different groups, learning everything I could about podcasting. But now I'm starting to get the hang of it, and I'm not Googling as much. I'm not looking stuff up as much. And I'm editing my episodes faster. I picked up digital artwork that I haven't been doing that in a while. I started to do that on my computer, and I haven't done it in a while. I also picked up the hobby of home brewing, and I haven't done that in a while. So I've got so much time on my hands that I'm not busy, and that's one thing that I need to do is get busy again. I need to do things that are going to keep me occupied, that are going to keep me busy, that are going to keep me out of the kitchen. I'm going to do a little plug for another podcast, but Dumbing It Down with Dave. Dave Canyon, he's an amazing guy. His podcast is awesome. It's just him searching for the truth and happiness. It's about pragmatism. And he's became a good friend of mine. I met him in a podcast group, and him and I've talked, and we were talking a lot. And then we kind of slowed down and we stopped talking as much. He still reached out and, hey, how you doing? But I wasn't picking up the phone like I was and calling him like I was. Well, he heard my last episode, my weigh-in, and messaged me and said, call me. And we talked for about an hour, and it was just a wake-up call. It was all these things that I need to do again, all these things that I need to get my ass in gear and push forward. So one thing that I'm going to start doing is I was meditating, which kind of sounds, hippie or whatever, but it really cleared my mind. It really cleared everything, and I really enjoyed it. So I'm going to start meditating again. Another thing that I was doing that I haven't been doing is every day I look in the mirror and I tell myself 2 things that I love about myself. And that really made a difference in my day. So I'm going to start doing that again. I would like to get into yoga and try that. I've talked about it before with that DDP yoga. I've seen some amazing results and I want to try it. And that will keep me busy. And I can get flexible, which I miss that. I boxed a little bit right after high school and we stretched constantly and I was so flexible. I loved it. Being a bigger guy, I could still be flexible. I am determined to go to at least 1 meeting a day. They're an hour long, an hour and 15, 45 minutes, depending on which meeting I go to, so I can make time for it. I'm determined to not go over my calories that I set for myself. I'm getting my bicycle out. It's been raining the past couple days. It was nice yesterday. I didn't get it out, but I want to get it out. So I'm going to do that. I want to walk again. I started getting lazy around the house. My wife pointed out that the dishes, I walked past them. I didn't do them. And that's my thing. That's what I do. I enjoy doing them. I'd tell her, oh, don't do them. I'll do them later. And then later would come and they wouldn't be done. So I need to get back on it. I need to get back to it. When I was talking to Dave, again, Dumbing It Down with Dave podcast, check it out. It's amazing. When I was talking to him, he was telling me I need a carrot. I need to find my carrot. And that's like, if you think about the rabbit or whatever the case may be, with the stick on its back and the carrot's dangling in front of them and they're chasing it. For me, it's a cake or something. But so I'm chasing that. I got to find something that is my carrot. I need to find what is hanging in front of me that I can chase after. It can't be just because. That was his words. He's like, you can't do this just because. You got to find a reason. So I have to find my reason again. I got to reevaluate and go at it again. This episode is really hard for me to make because I'm trying to be transparent. I want all my listeners to see me do good. I don't want to let you guys down. And it sucks. It hurts. It's a pain that I have to do this. I definitely feel like a failure right now doing this episode. I'm just pissed off that I'm doing it. But again, it's for being transparent. It's hopefully to help somebody. Even if that somebody's myself, I might be helping me right now. I need to go back to the basics. I need to reevaluate. I need to keep myself busy. And I need to continue down that road I was talking about a couple episodes ago. I'm on the road. I pulled over. This time it's like I veered off. And I need to find my way back to that road. And that's what I'm going to do. One, I don't want to let you guys down. I don't want to let myself down any more than I have. So hopefully, you know what? No, forget it. Not hopefully. So this weigh in, I'm going to lose some weight. Next weigh in, I'm going to lose even more. I'm determined to. And if it doesn't happen, well, I guess we'll just think about it then. We'll deal with it in that moment. So that's it for this episode. Before I get into my outro, if you want to be a guest, if you know somebody who would make a good guest, contact me, send them my way. If you have a topic idea, send it my way. I'd love to hear it, and I'd possibly do it for an episode. If you enjoyed today's episode, please go to Apple Podcast and leave me a review and a rating. You don't have to have an Apple product. I started it with Gmail. I created an account with Gmail. So leave me a review. I would appreciate it. And the thing that would help me out the most is if you share this episode. So share it on your Facebook, tag me on Instagram, whatever the case may be. Send it to a friend. It would mean the world to me if you did that. I would really appreciate it. Again, my website is www.lukelosespodcast.com. And the loser line is 323-920-LUKE. So that's 5853. Call me, leave me a message. I think you can even text it too. But send me tips, topic ideas, concerns. If you just want to talk, send it there. Call there. And I will address it on a future episode if that's what you want me to do. The music that you're hearing right now is by Jake Simmons and the Little Ghosts. I will leave all their locations in the description of this episode. Also, I always forget, Trimming the Fat weight loss support group on Facebook. Corey and Adam from Fat to Chubby and Life is Reality and myself, we get together and we do a podcast on Facebook. We live stream it there and we put it on YouTube as well. So check it out. Let us know what you think. The weight loss support group on Facebook is just that. It's a weight loss support group. Post your wins, your losses, whatever the case may be, your struggles. We'd love to hear from you. So check that out. So as always, stay positive, do the work, trust the process, and I will see you Friday for my weigh-in.